Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Destined to Relax. I'm Alicia. I'm a 38-year-old single mom of 3 amazing teenagers, and I'm here to talk about all things cruising. Now, if you've watched the last video, I was talking about how to build relationships even before getting onto the ship. And when you're planning a solo cruise, it's very common to feel a little nervous. And this video is going to be exactly what you need. Because here's the truth that no one talks about enough. That your experience on a solo cruise is way less about the ship and it's way more about your mindset. So you could be on the most beautiful ship in the world with the incredible food, the shows, the destinations. But if your mind is filled with anxiety or doubt or even just overthinking, you're not going to fully enjoy it. And on the flip side, you could be on a completely average cruise. But if you feel confident and grounded and open, it can become one of the most empowering experiences of your life. So today, I'm going to walk you through how to mentally and emotionally prepare for a solo cruise. So that way you can enjoy it instead of just getting through it. So let's get started. The biggest one is anxiety. Whether it's the fear of being alone, or the fear of judgment, or even just general travel nerves, that's completely normal. But we don't want anxiety to be running the show. The simplest tool, and one that you could use anywhere, is your breath. Before you cruise, and even during it, practice this. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4, and then exhale for 6. Those longer exhales tell your body that you are safe. You can do this in your cabin, on a balcony, or even in a crowded elevator if you need to. It's very subtle, but it's extremely powerful. One of the ways that I manage my anxiety and stress is by journaling, because I tend to get overwhelmed when those thoughts just stay in your head. So I get them out. Before your cruise, take 10 to 15 minutes and write down, what am I nervous about? What am I excited about? What am I hoping this trip is going to give me? And don't filter it, just write. You don't have to write in complete sentences. You can just jot down thoughts. That's okay. And as you continue to write, you'll start to notice that a lot of your fears really aren't as big as they felt. And your excitement, that's going to begin to grow. So, anxiety is something that loves the unknown. To counteract that, you got to give yourself some structure. You don't need to plan out every minute, nor do I recommend that. But having a loose plan will help you feel more grounded. So, for example, know what you may want to do those first few hours on board. Pick a dinner spot for the first night, and then look at the daily schedule ahead of time. This removes the "what do I do now" type feeling. And it's so easy for it to sneak in, especially when you're alone. Instead of just quote unquote going on a cruise, decide what this experience is for you. Maybe your intention is to relax. Maybe it's to meet new people, even reconnecting with yourself, or even the opportunity to prove to yourself that you can do hard things. When you have an intention, you're not just drifting through the through the experience, you're living it on purpose. So, confidence doesn't magically show up when you board the ship. You actually build it before you go. And while this may feel a little uncomfortable, I promise you it works. Affirmations. Start telling yourself things such as, I am confident in traveling alone. I am open to new experiences. I can handle anything that comes my way. You don't have to fully believe it yet, but just start saying it because your brain will listen to what you repeat. Now, one of the most powerful things that you can do is go out alone before your trip, whether that's taking yourself out to dinner, just going to a coffee shop, or even see a movie by yourself. At first, it might feel awkward, but then something shifts. You tend to realize that no one is paying attention the way that you think they are. And more importantly, you realize you're actually okay on your own. That confidence will carry directly onto the ship. I recommend spend a few minutes each day imagining your cruise going well. Picture yourself walking confidently onto the ship, enjoying dinner alone, starting a conversation at one of the bars, or even just relaxing by the pool without overthinking. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish between real and imagined experiences. So when you're able to visualize success, you start to feel more prepared for it. And now, here is where a lot of people slip up, and that is with self-care. You're excited, you're overstimulated, you're doing all the things, and suddenly you are exhausted and overwhelmed. So let's keep it simple. Protect your sleep. You don't have to do everything. It's okay to skip a late night event if your body is needing extra rest. You will enjoy your cruise so much more if you are well rested. Now, I know this is going to sound basic, but it does matter. Between the actual travel, the sun, the salty food, the drinks, you can easily get dehydrated fast. And dehydration will actually increase anxiety. So make sure that you are drinking water consistently. It's one of the easiest ways to support your mood and your energy level. Digital boundaries. This is one I do struggle with a little bit. Uh, Keep in mind, you don't need to be constantly connected. So you may want to consider limiting your social media, not checking messages all day, giving yourself space from notifications. This is going to be your time, and you don't need that outside noise pulling you out of your experience. So here's what I want you to remember. A solo cruise isn't just a trip. It is an opportunity to build confidence, to reconnect with yourself, to prove that you are capable of more than you think. And you don't have to be fearless. You just have to be willing. Because solo cruising is truly a gift that you get to give yourself. And once you experience it, you may not want to travel any other way. If this helped you feel a little more prepared, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day, everyone.